did you have the audacity to think that the new releases for holiday were slowing down? Well, I'm going to prove you wrong today because we have two big new releases actually. We have a new one from NARS, their Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow Palette, and a few shades of the brand new Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Acqua Highlighter. That's here today on Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. I am a over 20-year veteran of fashion and beauty journalism. I have worked with some of the biggest names in the industry, but I have brought Not Fit for Print Beauty right here to YouTube so that you have a little filmed live beauty magazine to kind of flip through every day or so here. All right, well, let's get started. I have put two big heavy hitters in one video together. I have to tell you, I was quite surprised with NARS. I thought NARS was finished with their holiday offerings, and then all of a sudden this just hit out of nowhere. Again, this is called the NARS Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow Palette. It is $49, and it's a pretty one. It is limited edition. You know how NARS does. And we've got 9 shades of reflective glitters and smooth mattes. Really pretty palette. I want to say cool tone, but a lot of these browns are warm leaning, so it's not neutral, but it's kind of in the middle. It's a pretty one. It feels a little bit like winter going into spring a little bit, and it's got this pink casing, which makes me think spring too. And we do know that NARS has already done their holiday release, but this is still in time for holiday, and it is a pretty one. I am going to show you swatches of everything we're talking about outside in the warm California sunshine. It is still warm here. But let's just look at a few of these on my arm here in studio lighting live. There's 2 of the glitters, those top 2. And if I just kind of put them on my hand, that's how they swatch in person. And these mattes are really creamy. Here's 2 mattes. They almost feel plastic when you put your hand across them in the pans. You know what I mean? Like you're not swatching an actual powder. And there it is too. They swatch really nicely. They're very pigmented, very creamy feeling. It is a powder. It's not a cream eyeshadow, but very nice. And we are going to look at those outside, the swatches outside in just a moment. But let's pivot over here to a new release from Armani Beauty. Well, I wasn't expecting anything new from NARS for holiday, but I wasn't expecting the Armani either. But are you ever expecting anything from Armani? It's like there, and then it's not there. Was there a new Armani release and then it isn't there? Armani is really mysterious with their releases, but out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere, came this Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Acqua Highlighter. These are $39 each. There's 5 shades. I got 2 of them. I got Halo, which is transparent, and I got Dawn, which is kind of a rosy bronze. These are water-based highlighters. They're just kind of a pearly, not really a glittery look, but a pearly look. They can go over foundation. They can mix with foundation, depending, of course, upon your skin tone. You can use one as a bronzer. They're kind of a cooling gel, and supposedly they give you 24 hours of radiance, which I say supposedly because I admit I'm never actually going to test that. But let's take a look here. I got this pearly one, this Halo. I'm kind of sorry, to be honest with you, that I didn't. Here, let me just do this on my wrist. I'm kind of sorry, to be honest with you, that I did not get a darker, deeper one to use as a bronzer. I thought maybe for a moment that I could use the Dawn as a bronzer, but it's not deep enough. Okay, here we go. I'll put that right there. See, that's kind of almost like it's almost like a rose gold on my skin tone. If you have very fair skin, you probably could. And I might be, maybe we'll try, I don't know, I think it might be a little too pink and reflective, but it's just makeup. Maybe we'll try it. I don't know. All right, well, let's first take these outside into the warm California sunshine. Take a look at this here. Here is the NARS Afterglow Tempting Eyeshadow Palette added as it is laid out in the pan. And then it is followed by the Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Acqua Highlighter in Halo, and then Dawn. And you'll see that Dawn is almost a rose gold. I am very hesitant to use it as a bronzer, which makes me more intent on using it as a bronzer. Because I just want to prove makeup is just makeup. There's no rules. You can go ahead and make a mistake. And if it looks stupid, they make washcloths. They make makeup erasers. You just take it off. So let's try it. I don't think it's going to work, but let's try it. What if it does? Okay, this is too pink. One of the deeper shades would definitely work as a bronzer, but what if it works? I'm just going to put a few dots. I know. This is totally crazy, and it's totally reflective. Oh, stop screaming. I can take it off. It's makeup. Okay, ready? Well, you know, it's not bad. Oh, I gotta get in frame. It's not bad. I kind of don't mind it. What if I were to do that? We'll use the halo as the actual highlighter, but what if I were to do that? You can mix this with foundation too if you want. What if I just kind of go like that? You know, I'm gonna be awfully highlighty. This is not really a bronzer for my skin tone, but I kind of like the idea, while it's still on sale, of getting one of the deeper shades and using it as such, because this is a really kind of pretty consistency. This is definitely a rose gold. I'm doing it here for fun, but I admit, guys, that if we weren't here on camera together, this would not be my choice for a bronzer, but I just wanted to see what the formulation would do. Hey, it's not bad. Frankly, I just think I put a little bit of highlighter on the perimeter of my face, which isn't hurting anything, but I don't know that it's necessarily helping as a bronzer. It's not bad, but you know. Now, let's use the halo as an actual highlighter. I might pick up one of the deeper shades of this while the sale is still on, actually, guys, as a bronzer. I think it might be kind of pretty. It's certainly easy enough to work with. And this, I'm not going to do it today, but this halo shade would be really pretty in the inner corner of the eyes. That's a really pretty highlight shade. Look at that. It's very icy though. You got to like an icy highlighter. Yeah, I might get one of the deeper shades to use as a bronzer. I kind of wish I had. See, to me, you know, it would be really pretty. And I have light medium skin, neutral light medium skin. This shade, this Dawn shade, for me, as a highlighter. This one's getting a bit icy for my skin tone. And then a deeper around the perimeter of the face. You know? Just a thought. All right, if it hasn't sold out yet. I don't know, I haven't checked. All right, let's work with our NARS Afterglow now. I've got NARS on the rest of my face, including this lip with I've got a Too Faced lip gloss over it. All that information will be down in the description bar. Where I can, I try to put the new products I'm working with up here. They'll be on the screen in YouTube shopping, so you can click on that. And it should take you to shopping while the video is running, depending on if you have YouTube shopping yet. I understand that's hit and miss. Everything will be definitely in the description bar. However, and you can also go into that description bar to find information on how to follow me over on TikTok and Instagram and Threads, how to give super thanks, always appreciated. Plus, I got information down there on our YouTube membership right here on YouTube, weekly lives, that's a lot of fun, and on our free Facebook page group also, which Helen is running for us, thank you. You can go down there for all that info. Let's try on this eyeshadow palette now, and let's do two different looks, shall we? Okay. Let's start. I'm going to use Sonia G today, and we'll start with this shade right here. And ooh, that packs a punch. You know, I hear ya if you're one of the people that say NARS released another palette that they've released before. Again, I hear ya. I love NARS though, so I'm always on their side. There's something about their packaging. The Rave Francois NARS still controls all the creative aspects of the brand I like and I am drawn to. So I don't really feel that way about NARS. I get it. I know that everything is limited edition, and NARS means it when they say that. But when they pull it, sometimes it comes back recurated as something a little bit different. I don't know. I find them interesting. Okay, same Sonia G Sky Brush, knocking off a little bit of the pigment, and I'm going to go back in and under and just darken that, what we just did. And then I'm going to use my finger. Let's go in with this shade here. That's a really pretty shade. And it's really duochrome and reflective. That is really, really pretty. Okay, and then how about if we go into the center, inner corner of the eye with this here. Here we have some crazy aggressive gardening going on outside, which has kind of become the hallmark of my neighborhood and where I'm filming. So just ignore it. Pretend there's not aggressive gardening going on underneath my window. Okay, pretty. Let's do a different look. Let's do maybe a little bit of a warmer look. We're switching Sonia G brushes. So we'll go here, which is definitely a warmer shade. I tend to look better in warmer shades. I'm more attracted to the cooler ones, but I tend to look better in the warmer ones. I admit that. So let's see what this does. Ooh, this is pretty. And all of these have kind of some glitter to them. Very, in that sense, very holiday-like. No giant glitter particles. Nothing is going to fall into your eyes. I wear contacts too, and nothing's going to fall into your eyes or become uncomfortable like that. But there's sparkle to all of these shades, so it depends how you feel about that. And I know you'll want to see this purple. I said I was going to do, you know what, let me put this purple over here a little more on this eye, because I don't really feel like it goes with that. So this one's a little bit of a cooler look. So let me just try out the purple. Now what I do here, you guys, I'm not a makeup artist. I report on beauty products. I'm not a makeup artist. So really, I'm not trying to do a cohesive look. If I get a great cohesive look, fantastic. But I'm really just trying to try out the products and just see what that looks like on the eye. Okay, that's why I went over there with that shade. Okay, let's go back to this one, which is decidedly a little bit of a warmer look here. And this time I used a brush to apply this glitter shade. Yeah, we're definitely glittery. If you, there's no fallout, but there is a sparkle look that I hope the camera is picking up. And if you don't like that sparkly look, you will not like this eyeshadow palette. It is more sparkly than other NARS that I've seen recently. And every shade, pretty much every shade, even the mattes seem to be getting kind of influenced. I was going to say infected, but that sounds terrible, by that glitter. So there's two different looks. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I think this works for warm and cool shade lovers. And I think it's really pretty. I even like the way that purple looks incorporated into that cooler eyeshadow look with the duochrome glitter. Yeah, I think that's good stuff, you guys. And this, I am telling you, just to reflect on it, I think this is a pretty NARS palette. And look, if you need this compared to other NARS palettes, I'm not going to sit here for 45 minutes and just show you it next to other NARS palettes. If you have a particular one you want to see, I do that over on Instagram. So just go ahead and ask me either here, down below, or send me a DM or just in comments over on Instagram. I'll compare it to whatever you need to see it next to. I think it's unique. Am I wrong? And I like this use of violet. Usually when there's like a lavender purple shade in a palette, and I did this with Charlotte Tilbury, sometimes even with Natasha Denona, I'm like, why is that there? Like from outer space, a lavender. But I kind of think it works here. I like it on this eye with this look we did. So ask me if you need any comparisons, okay? And in terms of this, for me, I should have used this as the highlight and one of the darker ones as a bronzer, which I think would be absolutely gorgeous, because I like the fact that this is really a pearly highlighter and not glittery. I also like these together because if these were glittery, glitter and glitter, it's a bit much. I mean, you know, for the holidays you do you, but you know what I'm saying. But I need to know what your thoughts are. It's not just about me up here talking to you. So let me know what your thoughts are on these two new releases. And if you were to pick one up, the Sephora sale is still on. The NARS palette isn't there yet, but the Armani is. And I'll see when I make my description bar if it's what shades have sold out. I hope not the darker one, because I want to go get that right now. All right, let me know your thoughts. Make sure that you share and like. And the kindest thing that you could ever do for me for the holidays, if you're thinking of moi, subscribe if you haven't. Just click that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.